Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus drops bombshell amid Cowboys defensive crisis. Nothing is off the table. The Dallas Cowboys are grappling with a defensive crisis that has left them at the bottom of the NFL. Under the leadership of new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, the team is experiencing one of the most challenging stretches in franchise history. As it stands, the Cowboys possess the worst defense in the league. They rank last in both total yards allowed and passing yards, while also sitting 29th in rushing defense. The situation is dire, with the Cowboys allowing an alarming average of 30.7 points per game, making it essential for the offense to score at least 31 points to secure a win. This statistic underscores the uphill battle the team faces each week. Despite these challenges, Eberflus maintains a sense of optimism. He believes that solutions can be found within the current roster. "It's a we solution. Us doing it together," Eberflus stated, expressing disappointment in the team's performance. "We know the solution is in the room. You look at everything when the performance is not up to standard. Nothing is off the table." His comments suggest a willingness to explore various strategies and adjustments to improve the situation. Eberflus's assertion that a simple fix is possible might seem premature given the defense's ongoing struggles. Ranking near the bottom across multiple categories points to a deeper, more systemic issue. His observation about the team's standards is equally concerning, as the Cowboys have consistently failed to meet expectations throughout the season. However, Eberflus does identify some positive developments, particularly in the performance of the defensive line. He noted, "I still think we're working. I do think that up front, I think we have an identity, that's good." This acknowledgement of progress indicates a glimmer of hope amidst a sea of challenges. While Eberflus remains hopeful, the prospect of immediate improvement seems unlikely. The Cowboys are set to face the Washington Commanders, led by second-year quarterback Jayden Daniels, who could exploit the vulnerabilities of the struggling defense. The upcoming game looms large as another test for a unit desperately seeking to regain its footing in the league. Dallas continues to navigate this tumultuous season, with critical decisions ahead that could shape the future of the team. As Eberflus and his players look for solutions, the urgency to turn things around has never been more pronounced. Cowboys George Pickens makes statement on re-signing in free agency. In 6 games with the Cowboys, it is fair to say that the deal to bring in George Pickens to complement CeeDee Lamb has worked out nicely. Through 6 games, he is leading the NFL with 6 touchdowns, already a career high. He is on pace to catch 91 passes, and to tally 1,487 yards, both of which would also be career highs. Those numbers spiked with Lamb missing 3 games with an ankle sprain, and though they'll dip with Lamb coming back, Pickens has certainly cemented himself as a top weapon in the NFL while also putting his reputation as a malcontent from his days with the Steelers behind him. But the issue with Pickens and the Cowboys has always been just how long he will stay in Dallas, with free agency looming next winter. He was asked about potentially staying in Dallas by re-signing long-term on Wednesday. "I wouldn't mind it," he said. "The guys in the locker room have been super cool. The energy is great. Like I said, I always want to showcase my talents, most definitely." But Pickens also said that he is not really thinking much about his impending free agency, which is still 5 months away. He is focused more on just continuing to push forward with the season and help the Cowboys attempt a playoff push. He was asked whether his breakout season has been aided by the fact that he knows free agency is coming. "I probably wouldn't say all that," Pickens said, "because I am definitely in the middle of a season, so I am not like fully thinking about it because I want to just keep going and see how far we can get in the season as far as playoffs and stuff like that. But definitely, I want to keep on improving." Pickens said the most important factor in free agency for him won't be money. It'll be how good the team is. Definitely winning, just because that's been like my resume the whole time. I won in high school, I won at Georgia, So, yeah, he said. That's easy to say in October, but how much money Pickens gets in March will most certainly be a factor in where he lands. Spotrac projects him to get $145 million over 5 years, which is second-tier wide receiver 1 money but top-shelf wide receiver 2 money. It's hard to imagine the Cowboys giving out that kind of money while Lamb is still on his 4-year, $136 million contract he signed last year. Browns are listening to trade offers for veteran defensive tackle, and Cowboys emerge as possible suitor. After trading Joe Flacco and Greg Newsome, the Cleveland Browns are far from done and could trade defensive line veteran Shelby Harris in the next few weeks. According to several reports, the Browns are keeping an ear out for offers for Harris, as the 11-year defensive lineman will likely be in a new uniform for the 2025 campaign. It's no surprise that the Browns are once again starting to trade plenty of talent since the team is nowhere near being a contender. Originally selected in the 7th round of the 2014 NFL Draft, the former Illinois product has spent the past 2 seasons with the Browns as a rotational piece for their defense. At age 34, it's time for Cleveland to move on from the veteran. Harris tallied 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles and over 60 tackles during his last 2 years with the Browns, so he has some gas left in the tank to provide for a defense that's struggling. The good news is that Cleveland probably won't demand the best offer, and teams would be able to pull off a trade sooner rather than later. However, the remaining question is where Harris would spend the rest of his career. It's not up to him, but it'll be interesting to see who could pull this off, and this team should be interested. This trade would be doable for the Dallas Cowboys. While the team is open for business, they aren't going to trade their extra first-round picks to acquire Harris. However, they could easily find a way to ship out a late round if they want immediate help on the line, and they should. The upset loss against the Carolina Panthers, even though the Cowboys' offense was on fire, is proof that they need to change quickly. It won't matter if Dak Prescott throws 5 touchdown passes, but he won't be able to single-handedly carry this roster. Harris is past his prime, but could easily carry his own weight alongside Osa Odigizua as another meat and potatoes type player. What do you think? Like, comment and subscribe to the channel.